Hi, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing, well, all the fire sign energy readings for Imbolc, which is a Celtic festival on the 1st of February. It is the time between the halfway point between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. And it is a beautiful, beautiful festival that, of course, has, well, holiday festival that has its roots in Celtic tradition. It is correlated and related to the goddess Brigid, who then became Saint Brigid. And it is just amazing. So I wanted to share this with everyone. So let's see what Spirit has to say, angels. Oh, and if you like this reading, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So thank you so very much for doing so. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading, and show me clearly. We have the King of Pentacles reversed. We have the Four of Pentacles reversed. We have the 10 of Wands reversed, the 6 of Swords reversed, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly, and the 8 of Cups reversed. So I know what you're thinking. Wow, everything is reversed. I don't like this at all. Or, why? So don't be worried. It's not a bad thing. Actually, you're releasing a lot of vampiric energy during this time. You want to move forward very hastily, but there's also this energy that's kind of counterbalancing that of not walking away quite yet. There's something that you will be walking away from, but it's like not right now. And when we have what we have here with the 10 of Wands is releasing a lot of heavy burdens that you've been carrying. And this is actually a great way to see the 10 of Wands. Like, I'm not going to be carrying this heavy load anymore. Now, we are going to be having a bit of difficulty with earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If we have this energy in our charts, if we have this energy in our lives, we can be finding that on the 1st of February on Imbolc, we can be kind of railing against this or looking at prosperity, success, and questioning, what is my success? What is my prosperity? How do I move forward? There is also a sense that we can be very rigid with ourselves, hold things to a dollar amount, and forget what we value as much as money also matters during this time. So this is all going to be very important, and it's going to be a rather intense day for us, and intense, standing within ourselves, seeing the passage of time, but also seeing where do we stand, what do we want, and how are we moving forward. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Oh, goodness. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels. Okay, so right here we have blissful and we have balance. And I love that combination. So we are going to be connecting with blissful balance, but it's also, as Joseph Campbell said, follow your bliss. Now, when he clarified that, he says it does not mean that you will be happy all the time, that the only thing you do will be blissful, but it does mean that you look at what brings your heart joy, brings your heart, happiness, success, prosperity, and you say that that matters. It's not like, oh, I'm never going to be happy. I just have to put my nose to the grindstone type of thing. And then when we see balance, it's coming into harmony with ourselves. It's looking at balance. It's looking at harmony. It's looking at what we desire. And it's saying that we matter. It's finding that harmony within our fire, our passion, our determination, our focus. And that's going to be a very big deal for us, not only during this time, but just in general. We're really looking with Imbolc. We not only look at, okay, what do I want, as I'm moving forward, or how does this fire guide me? But we also connect with the goddess Brigid, which was the goddess of poetry and fertility and healing. And so we're going to see, and also she's greatly associated with fire. We're going to see that our fire and our passion come forward. The poetry of life and existence starts to matter to us. We start to see the beauty in the small little things. But also, one of the really big things with the goddess Brigid is that when she was turned into a saint, right? Because she was too sacred. When Christianity came, into pagan worlds, they said, make their holy places our holy places. Take their gods, make them our saints, that type of stuff, so that it could be assimilated easier. And then those who didn't listen got killed. So, good times. But what was really interesting with Saint Brigid, and I was a medieval history major in college, and I remember papers on Saint Brigid quite well, is that she became a saint, but she was disfigured, right? And usually when you became a saint, there was something horrible that that had happened. And she was a prominent noblewoman, as the story goes. And she was supposed to, or chieftain, I can't quite remember. And she was supposed to marry this man, and she didn't want to. She gave her life to God, and her father was furious. And so what happened is that she had this enormous boil on her face. And she was so hideous. She went from being the most beautiful woman in all the land to being the most hideous woman in all the land. And her father was like, fine, you know what? Nobody's going to have you. You're going to cost me too much money. Just join the nunnery, go and serve God. And so she did. And then as soon as she did, because Brigid was such a sacred goddess to the Celtic people, the boil was removed from her face. And that was very rare. That was very rare. And that always stood out to me as how important her symbol was. And in ancient Celtic times, right, in the ancient world, being disfigured in any way was not okay. It was not seen as good. There was somebody's silver hand or golden hand, I can't remember, but they were this great wise leader, but they had lost their hand, so they weren't fit to rule. It was a harsher time, maybe not one that should be romanticized too much, but the stories are quite interesting. So I do find that very, very interesting when it comes to Brigid, when it comes to Saint Brigid, when it comes to the goddess Brigid, is that her relevance transcended the changing of the guards of religion, right? It was so important to the people that her symbol became the Brigid cross that people still wear today. Of pagan faiths, of Christian faith, it doesn't really matter. It has transcended. And so here, when we are fire signs, we're going to see that fire building within us, guiding us forward, transcending gaps that we have, or doubts that we have, and fears that we have. We're going to want to move forward rather recklessly. And we're going to also think that nobody really cares. And that couldn't be further from the truth. So do be mindful about this during this time. We can put a little bit too much emphasis on money and prosperity. Now, listen, I'm never going to be the one who tells you money doesn't matter. It does. Only people who have always had money say, oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, I could be poor and I wouldn't care. It puts a level of stress on you that you just don't need in your life. So here with the King of Pentacles, it's like, don't be foolish, but look at what's really important to you. Look at what you need. Look at what you want. You're releasing a lot of vampiric energy, a lot of energy that has been holding you back for a really long time. Here, fire sign energy. And you're going to be seeing yourself becoming more aware, more determined, more sure, more, okay, I got this. Like, okay, I see this. And things that have been holding you back, it's going to be like, why? But it's not like, okay, this is instantly cut off. Let's let's keep on going. I'm getting caught in. But just be aware. Let's see what energy we have to be mindful of. Not mindful of, but our chakra energy, angels, and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading. This is self-mastery reverse. This is the solar plexus chakra. And what spirit is saying here is that we have to stand in ourselves. We have to see ourselves. It is fine that everybody else sees us, but we have to balance ourselves within ourselves. And that's going to be super important. It is time to connect with our solar plexus chakra. It is time to listen to our gut, to listen to our tummies, our stomachs. Are we upset? Are we bloated? Are we holding all our stress in our stomachs? And if so, what's going on? Can we change it? Do we have to learn how to kind of heal through it? How do we step forward in us? That's going to be a very important thing, because sometimes you can't change it, but you can connect and you can start to see. You can say, okay, what's going on here? And you can start to be more aware of yourself. And that's going to be a game changer here. Fire sign energies, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. This is the Prince of Cups. This is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is very drama, okay? Very drama filled. There is also going to be a sense here of emotional manipulation, or, emotional doubts, fears, chaos coming forward. So just be mindful about this, that somebody's going to be a bully around the emotions, okay? So let's talk a little bit more about Imbolc. Let's talk about the crystals associated with this day. We have amethyst for calm and protection and clarity and setting our intentions. We have moonstone for soothing and nurturing. We have granite for passion and fertility. We have quartz for purifying and amplifying. And we have citrine for abundance and prosperity. Now, the herbs for this time, I highly recommend making a sauce or a stew with this. I have just done this over the weekend and it was delicious, but the herbs for Imbolc are bay for success, basil for love, prosperity, and protection, sage for wisdom, purity, and protection, also for memory, lavender. I didn't put lavender in, but I did have a glass of lavender water. Lavender for calm and relaxation, and rosemary for memory, purification, and protection. So during this time, we are going to see ourselves really releasing a lot of the chaos that we've been holding on to, or a lot of the doubts and fears that have been defining us. And we're going to start to say, okay, what is it that I really want? Kind of like Saint Brigid did when it was said that she was supposed to marry this chieftain. She didn't want to, and she wanted to go and join the convent. Here, it might not be, I want to go join the convent and my father won't let me type of energy. But what is it that our soul really wants that there is a huge barrier in our way for? And how do we connect? Also, how has our power changed within our world? Brigid went from being a saint, from being one of the most important Celtic goddesses, to being a very important, saint, but it was different. So are we entering into a different stage in our life? Are we grappling and contemplating, how do I handle this? How do I move forward in this? What do I want? What do I need? What do I need to be? So just be aware during this time. We're going to want to move forward very hastily, but also almost thinking nobody cares. There's something here where it's like nobody cares. And Spirit is saying that cannot be further from the truth. If you take one thing away from this, take away that you are cared about and you are loved. You're not willing to walk away from something yet. There's something here where it's like, I need to let it go, but it's not yet. So do be mindful about this as well. Because the Eight of Cups reversed, the Eight of Cups is an ending as severe as divorce. But when it's reversed, it's like, I'm not ready for this. And it doesn't mean that you have to be getting divorced or divorced at all. If you're in a relationship, don't be scared. But for some who are listening, it is. It is like, okay, things have to end, things have to change. But we can be very afraid of that change. We can also be very afraid of releasing vampiric energy, draining energy, chaotic energy in our lives. It can just also feel like it's just a time of sorrow. It's a time of mourning. It's a time of tears and frustration, and I don't know why. There's something in you that needs to be released. And by releasing it, you're going to be taking the weight off your shoulders, but you're also going to be releasing a blockage around money. And that's going to be really important. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say. We have here subconsciously, Spirit is saying faith. Again, seeing that we are connected with our angels, having that faith. I love the raven right here, the crow. Can't remember if it's a raven or a crow that is the Morgan. If you know in Celtic mythology, please remind me in the comment box below. But here, yeah, that's going to be really important. Oh my goodness. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a heart in the comment box below. I mean, if you guys have gotten it this far, then please do put a heart in the comment box below. And yeah, a person will be chosen at random and announced on the 1st of March. I can't believe I'm saying March now. So good luck to everyone. And yeah. Oh, and if you're interested in purchasing a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. Our subconscious chakra message is play, the heart chakra. We need to play. We need to open up our hearts to play. And the funny thing is that when we don't feel safe, we don't play. And it's not really funny, but it is a very interesting thing. Like, how often do you just sit and laugh? Do you just sit and play? Do you just have like a whole bunch of fun? How often, if ever? When we don't feel safe, we don't play. When we don't feel safe, we don't fully connect with our heart chakra. And this is what Spirit is saying, we have to change. We have to step into our heart and our love in ourselves. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the world reversed. It isn't about everything else. It isn't about everyone else. It's just simply about us. We can be feeling like our world is becoming very, very small. And you know what? There are seasons in our lives when it has to be. But it is connecting with not the universe out there, but the universe within ourselves. And what does that mean? And what does that look like for us? It moves us then to the Four of Swords. Subconsciously, we need to rest and we need to slow down. We need to honor our dreams, but we also need to know that even when we're relaxing, we have our armor on. We're protecting ourselves. We're guarding ourselves. We're holding back in one way or another. And Spirit is saying why. There's also a part of us that is slumbering, that is, that is in hibernation. And as we relax, and as we clear our minds, and as we connect with ourselves, we're going to see a part of us that has been hidden away starting to come forward. And we're going to be surprised where that leads us. Okay. All right. All right, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please know that this healing and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. And blessed Imbolc. Bye.